Hello travelers, thank you for spending some time with us. We are Vacay Mode Travels, your destination wedding specialist. Today we are going to review Xcaret Hotel and its wedding venues. This 5-star resort is located in Riviera Maya, Mexico, about 50 minutes or so from Cancun International Airport, about an hour and 20 minutes from Tulum Airport, which is now up and running. And while I can go on all day about why you should visit this resort, today's really the focus is going to be on the wedding venues. It is an extensive list, and so we're going to run through that information. The first thing I want to say is we always are looking for how well do resorts manage large groups. You're going to have a bunch of guests coming and they manage it really well. They're really good at the check-in process, making sure people are moving in and out and on their way. The resort is made up of 3 main sections. Xcaret Mexico, which is the family-friendly section, and then you have Xcaret Arte, that is adults only, ages 16 and up, and then you have La Casa de la Playa. 63 suites. This is the luxury part that is adjacent to the other 2. Now, Hotel Mexico and Arte make up 900 suites, but don't let that discourage you. This resort sits on 200 acres beachfront. It is massive and beautiful. Also want to mention that there is an expansion coming that should be complete somewhere between summer and fall of 2025. You work with your destination wedding specialist. That's us. We will be working hand in hand with staff at Xcaret. They have a beautiful wedding office dedicated to figuring out all the details of what you're looking for. They have 2 weddings a day maximum, and that's good because this ensures that your wedding is properly staffed and everything is taken care of. Before we get into the venues, I wanted to show the bridal suites that Xcaret offers. So many of our couples are looking for a nice dedicated area that they can get ready on their special day. And Xcaret has multiple to choose from. The price can vary depending on how many guests you have and which bridal suite you choose. All right, let's get into it. The first one is Bar Bio. It is a beach in the sand on one of the inlets, semi-private, has a little cave there that you can walk out into. Keep in mind as we go through these venues, the way Xcaret does their wedding packages is one for the ceremony, one for the reception. They kind of tag them up that way depending on which resort you're staying at. And you definitely can still do a cocktail hour. You just would need to reserve that space or do it more informally and just have everyone meet up at a designated spot. We were able to see a wedding setup and we're told that most that use this venue use that cave as a walkout. Down a little ways is a very similar spot, Caleta Fuego. What's nice about this is being an inlet, you're not getting a lot of that gust of wind that you might directly on the beachfront. The chapel is really the center and heart of the resort. It's also the most elevated, where we are told that is where you get the best sunset views. This venue is on the front side of that chapel and it has a very unique design. Set of steps leading all the way to the top. Las Cuevas, or the Caves, is just one of the unique venues that Xcaret has. This is a really neat spot. You could combine the 2. You could do the ceremony outside, have the reception lead in right into the restaurant area. As we make our way down to the beach, let's talk about it for a second. Not every beach is created equal. Xcaret has a nice beach that is walkable, it is swimmable most days. In parts there are some rocks which do make for some great snorkeling, and although it's not you don't walk out of your resort and straight onto the beach. You do kind of have a green space barrier as well as those inlets. That is a good thing because that offers a lot of privacy should you choose to have a beach venue. Speaking of beach, we did have an opportunity to see a wedding getting set up. Again, a lot of coastline to work with. If there's a designated area that you prefer, they will work with you to make that happen. And if you haven't been to Riviera Maya area, the water is as advertised. It is crystal blue. As I mentioned, there are a lot of inlets and open spaces in the property, and this venue offers just that. It is semi-private. If anyone was out on their patio, they would be able to see you, but it still makes for a nice, intimate setting. Here is a unique chapel setting, dome style with a bunch of seats, so definitely can hold a large capacity. What's nice about this venue is it's elevated, still giving you some ocean views. If you're wondering what's on the other side right there, one of those inlets I was talking about. You can see the dome up there, and if you wanted to combine your reception with that area, it would not be very far. It's a perfect, peaceful area. The place just lights up at night. Kind of a unique setting that they have here. This is a venue where you have a windy walk down, which could make for a grand entrance. The people that were using this were using it for a party. They actually had a buyout complete. So all the rooms that you see flanked there, those are reserved for one party. Let's get into the conference/ballroom areas. Xcaret offers about 6 of them, and why they're important is should you have bad weather on your wedding day, hopefully not, you'll have some great weather, but if you do, then you need to consider your plan B options, and Xcaret has some beautiful ballrooms. We love them because they aren't just bland, they have texture, they're big, so no matter what size guest you're going to have for your wedding, they have plenty of space to make that happen. Here is a nice terrace option. While we're on the topic talking guest size, what's nice about having multiple venues to choose from is that no matter if you're having 10 people or 300 people, Xcaret does have venues to accommodate. Beautiful chapel here. Remember, if you are getting married, you have the option of doing a symbolic or legal ceremony. This would be one of those venues for a legal ceremony. This is a huge palapa, great option, open air and shaded. This is a much more green, lush setting. Would work really well for a reception area. Some of our couples are looking for more green space, lush. This would be that spot. Here is the cave or wine cellar. Again, truly unique space. This is separate from the other caves that I talked about earlier. This would make for a great rehearsal dinner. Hacienda is this open courtyard next to some Spanish style buildings. This would be a great option for a ceremony or reception. La Isla is this spiral walkway all the way down here, layered. All your guests would be able to look down on you. Again, truly unique places. These venues are one of one. You're not going to find them anywhere. Posas would be ideal for someone with a small guest count, just a more intimate setting, and probably the closest setting to the water that you can get. And you climb up and you have this beautiful area that overlooking the ocean, ideal for a reception space. A more classic ballroom style is the Hacienda Ballroom. It has these unique archways. Again, beautiful space. You have the theater space that you could use. It would be semi-private, but still a great spot. This is another wedding venue spot that's on one of the inlets. It's semi-private, but you do have some nice features with the bridge and looks up at the chapel. Last but not least is this space. This would be great for a low guest count or elopement. And that is it. Just to review some of that information again, they do 2 weddings a day, which I think is great, puts the focus on you. You can have outside vendors if you have a makeup artist or photographer that you would like to use. If you have someone in the family that wants to officiate, they can do so as long as they are staying in your room block. They have venues for varied capacities. If you're looking to do a site visit, they do offer 2 nights at 20% off. Your transfers are included. That's a huge bonus. And all your excursions are also included. Guys, this is a beautiful resort. There's a reason it wins awards year after year. If you are interested in a destination wedding or just like a great place to vacate, reach out to us. We would love to make that happen. Safe travels.